Hello, everybody. It's Anita here, your money liberation coach. Happy New Year, happy 2020. I am just flown back in from Sweden to Singapore, where I live. One of the places I travel around in my life because I like to spend different months in different places. But this is really my freedom place, which I really realized over Christmas how important it is to have an environment that makes you feel free and liberated, and what I'd really created, because sometimes you just forget, right? So before I go into day 14 of the Fast Cash to Freedom Challenge, the Liberate Me system, which is what I'm going to be talking about today, particularly something very wild and wonderful that I'm bringing to you for the first time, that I'm bringing it outside of my client group, okay? A very special secret sauce, secret recipe, if you like, for your planning for 2020. And this is not your regular planning. This is the kind of planning that has stuff being attracted to you and for you to go to depths that you didn't even know flipping existed, okay? So I'm super excited for that. You're gonna have to excuse my sniffles. I'm very jet lagged, as I was just saying. Hi Mana, say hello. I believe you might be new, darling, I'm not sure, but massive welcome to you. Let me have your questions, get interacting, get a pen and paper. There's always tips, sometimes really amazing tools as I talk. And if you ask me questions or let me know what you want to learn about, I will start to integrate that into what I'm doing, because I'm here to serve you, okay? And I really want you to get value out of it. Hi Dion, nice to see you, darling. How are you? Happy New Year. So I had a mammoth. I went to sleep at 10:30 p.m. after landing at 3 p.m. yesterday and slept till 2:30 p.m. today. So it was a 16-hour sleep of jet lag. And I don't think it was just jet lag, because like I was saying, Singapore is really my freedom place. And I really thought, I got this thing. I got all my boundaries in place. And, I can handle all the family dynamics now in ways that I never used to. But actually, it's amazing how easily, everything was fine and I've come out okay, but it was challenging. And I found I spent Christmas with my sister, her husband, her 2 children, and my cousin. And, we've had a precarious, interesting, challenging past, and we worked hard, and we've got to a point where there's a lot of respect now, okay? But I did find myself slipping back into that role of people pleasing, not speaking my true feelings. And I just thought, what is going on? And I slowly took me down, right? A few pegs where how it used to be in my family. And I just noticed how easily that can happen when you're in that environment and the people you surround yourself with, and even the country you're in, or the home you're in, or the job you're in, and how important having an environment where you can breathe and just feel like yourself is so critical. And some people say, oh, it means you're running away from your problems and you're not dealing with them. And a lot of people say this kind of stuff to me, or you're a traitor, or that's not the way to deal with things. That is absolute bullshit. I am one of the people that deal with my issues, my problems, my challenges 24 hours a day. Personal development, absolute junkie, right? Because I want to be the best version of me. I want to have the best relationships. I want to have the best life. And I want to have it without feeling guilty or trapped or feel bad for it. I really want to enjoy it. And when I'm enjoying it now, but I'm like, God, I want to enjoy it even more, right? So no matter where you are, I've been at rock bottom, I've been in the middle, I've been where I am now, which is probably, high. But I want to get even more, because there's always more, right? So wherever you are, there's more to have. So I just wanted to start with that. That's where I'm at the moment. How are you all? Hi, Queen. I see that you're registered already for the Liberation Fast Cash to Freedom 2020 Planning Masterclass, and I'm going to be telling you a bit more about that today. So well done for securing your place. If you want a place on that planning masterclass, which is going to be later this week, I want to give the dedicated souls, people that really want to do this with me, because I'm going to be putting everything into this so you get a lot from it, okay? So if you're really dedicated about this, and try to make it live, But if you can't, then you can always jump onto the replay as long as you've told me that, yes, Anita, I'm in, okay? So you just need to say, yes, I'm in on this comment thread, or if you want to personally tell me, because I know some shy people, but we really want to step out of the shy and get empowered, because when you do that, you help other women and other members on this group, as well as yourself, to step into what is called liberation, okay? So that's a good start. That's why we're creating this community, okay? Not just a one-way street at all, okay? So give me your love hearts if that makes sense. Give me your yeses in the comments if you're in, and any questions you have. Hi, Robin, darling. I think you were part of the anxiety bullshit buster soiree that we had, but I don't think you had enough time at that point to get involved as much. So it's glad, I'm so great to see you here, and I hope you can make the masterclass as well. So give me a yes, and I'm going to be telling you more about that today. That is day 14 today. I think I've fucked up the days, excuse my French. I think I have, because I've lost track a little bit, but I think you're getting more buck for your cash, even though this one is currently for free. Things I give you for free does not mean they do not have value. They have an incredible amount of value, okay? So do realize that this is the stuff I'm going to be giving you in this masterclass. People have paid a lot of money to be part of it, and I'm not going to keep things on the group forever more. So I like to deliver some things and give you that value for a limited time, and then take them off, and then they're purchasable. Then you can purchase them and go through that process, okay? Or you can do the bigger thing and really get involved and have a chat, yeah, about what are the next steps for you, okay? So that's to the side. So day 14, what are we talking about? We're talking about the Liberation Fast Cash to Freedom 2020 Planning Masterclass. This is going to be huge, right? So, because I am going to be releasing a process, a recipe, if you like, on exactly how to get what you desire this year. So this is nothing to do with New Year's resolutions. Just saying, I want to lose this much weight, I want to start a business, I want to make this much money, I want my relationship to get better, I want to attract a soulmate, or whatever it may be, because that's not enough, okay? So what I'm going to give you is far more powerful than that, okay? So let me know if that's something that you're wanting. So as I go through what I'm going to cover, so today I'm going to talk about what we're covering in the masterclass, okay? Who it is for, and how to secure your place, and where it's taking place. So I'm really, really super excited to bring you this. It's something that I think if it goes well, which I'm sure it will, to do at the 6-month point and at the end of the year, because these start, reflect, and move forward points in time are just so critical, because we can just like go into replication. Even though we want different things, how many times have you made New Year's resolutions or made a plan to do something, but things just stay the same? And it's not because there's anything wrong with you. It's because you're trying to do it through willpower without clearing out what's getting out the way, the real block at the root of all of this. So, it's really time for you to own what you desire, own what you want, okay? And wherever you are in that is fine. And I'm going to give you a few questions today to be with and journal on. A bit of an exercise and a tool for you to go through as a pre-prep to this, so you can really supercharge it. Because my intention is for you to claim this year and claim this decade in a way that you never have done before, okay? And really step into your power. Rather than constantly giving your power away. And you may be consciously doing that or unconsciously doing that, but we do it all the time. We give our power away to our boss, to our work, to our children, to our circumstances, to our bills, to our debt. We let these things take our power, and we act like, the problem is the problem, rather than knowing what the real problem is, and knowing that we can take power over that and change it around very easily when we do that. Okay, so let me know if that makes sense, and let me have your questions as we go. If you're joining the replay, give me a hashtag replay, and then ask your questions there, and I am there for you as much as I can be in this group, okay? So for a flavor of what we will be covering, because I've had a ton of requests, a ton of messages. I've been working with you guys for a long time, so I get to know you really well. But the more you tell me, the more I know where you're at, because I got to know where you're at, yeah, to take you to where you desire. Because I could be meeting you at a different point. You're like, that's not where I'm at. I'm over here, Anita, or I'm past that point, and I want to know about this. Okay, and the power of what you're going to receive in this space is really from you sharing that. Okay, so really share that for yourself. Okay, but this is a request I've got. I think we've had like, gosh, 35, 40 new members in the last few weeks joining the group. So welcome to all of you. Super excited to have you here. And as you join the group, there's a set of questions, and I ask, you know, what is it that you're looking for, what your challenges are. And this is some of the stuff that's come through. Okay, so I have designed this masterclass to answer some of that as well, and get really real on where you're at and what is those first steps that it takes to make a leap from your corporate life or whatever it may be, and make a transition without a dip in income. In fact, an increase in income, or at least keeping it the same. Yep, and have that freedom, liberation lifestyle or life that is very personal to you. So getting crystal clear on what that is to you. It may not be what mine looks like. Mine looks like, you know, living in an exotic country, doing what I like, when I like, on my terms, traveling around, working from everywhere. That's me, right? And having a lot of cash, having a lot of fun, serving a lot, you know, hanging out with people I love. Having a lot of fun. These are things that, you know, are freedom to me. Being myself, unfiltered, not worried about what other people think, or whether they like me, or looking for my validation from outside of me. A big thing is to get that validation from inside of me. Having a super duper relationship with my husband and working on that. I'm really enjoying that relationship, enjoying meeting new people, socializing, traveling. That's what it looks like to me. Okay, so if you got your pens and papers out, start writing now. If some of that resonated to you, great, but what is it for you? What does liberation mean to you? What does that even look like to you? Okay, it means for me, you know, a lot of self-care, getting my hair done. I haven't had it done now, but this is it's messy jet lag hair, but you know, get it blow dried once a week, getting my nails done. To me, that is not a massive luxury. It used to be once upon a time, but now it's just, you know, what it is to take care of me, so I can show up in my best version in my business, in my relationship, in my friendships, in myself, just so I can feel fucking good each day. Okay, and I used to think it was a luxury, but it's not. It's a freaking necessity, and it's not selfish. So what does that look like to you? Okay, just to start to open that up. So for a flavor of what we're covering, in very short, how to get everything you want this year. Okay, that's what I'm going to be teaching you. The system, the steps, the recipe to get that for yourself, what that person looks like to you. Okay, so every time you hear something you like and you want, give me a heart. If there is something else you want and it's not being covered, or there's a dimension of it that you would like covered, then take responsibility for that. Grab your power back and ask me for that. Yeah. So really, you know, just in the comments here, just tell me that. Okay. Or if you're shy, you know, as much as I encourage you to comment here, then PM me. That's okay. Okay. Because I'd rather have the information so I can really serve you. Okay. So that's what we're going to be covering. So let me know how that sounds to you. Things like how to be free from debt. So people have asked me, I've got, you know, a lot of debt. It weighs me down. I worry about it day and night. Or I worry about getting into debt, even if I'm not in debt, and it seems to take me over. Is that something that you're feeling? Okay, so we're going to cover that. And how to be free of debt and free of the worry and anxiety if you have it. How to live while it's still there. Okay, because debt isn't what you think it is. I can tell you that. So you're going to have a whole different viewpoint on it by the end of that masterclass. How to collapse time. So I constantly say time is an illusion. And it really is, because I just flew through time, different time zones. It's completely meaningless. We constantly say, I have not got time. I say this with love, but that is not true. It means you're occupying your time with things that are not in alignment with yourself, or you're occupying your time with convincing yourself that you haven't got time and worrying about things. Okay, but once you delete the worry, then you have an abundance of time. Okay, and there's also a ton of shortcuts, both energetic, some mindset, some spiritual, but also very practical ways, sort of time hacks. So I'm going to be giving you that, how that comes about, what it takes to collapse time so you can achieve. This is why, I talk about making $10,000 in 30 days, or more, multiples of that. It doesn't have to be that I earned 5K in my job, so when I make the transition, I can only earn 5K, or I can only earn 10 because that's a realistic step up. It's got nothing to do with that. Okay, there is a system to it, both energetically, spiritually, and practically, that come together, that are what I call, and others call as well, quantum leaps. Okay, and how to use quantum energy, science, as well as spiritual, energetic, and practical things, and put them together. And that's very special about what I do. I bring all of this shit together and keep it very real for real results in real time, in a very accountable way, but at the same time utilizing stuff that the new way. Okay, the new way to do things that you may not know about. Oh, I should have got a tissue. Wait there, I'm going to try to get one. Sorry about that. I have one here. Excuse my sniffly nose. So yeah, and if you're looking for more dollars, more cash, more money, more honey, right? We're going to be covering that. What that takes. Yeah, in every aspect, okay? That's why it's called Fast Cash to Freedom. Why it's not all about money, my darlings, at all. It's far deeper than that, what I do. This is a big piece. This is a big piece, because if you cannot receive cash and money, or you find it hard, or it seems there's a limit and you can't get past that, or you're in debt, or it constantly feels hard, then it also means we can't receive the other things we want in life, because they're all related. So if you're, struggles in your relationship, you can't receive the improvements to that, or attracting love, or receiving love, or friends, or being thinner, if you want to be thinner, or looking good, or health. All of these things are related energetically. So it's like when we do this work, one of the biggest things my clients say is that after the first piece, when we get to the root and we rip that out for you personally, so I do something where I can read your energy. It's really powerful. It's not psychic. Some people call me psychic, but I wouldn't claim to be a psychic. But I can read your energy and get to that root and remove it in ways that people have not found they can do anywhere else, okay? Through therapy, through business coach, through other methods, okay? So this is really powerful stuff. So when you do that, you get a domino effect. So yes, you get the cash, but then you also get a fucking awesome relationship. You have an awesome time with your friends. You have awesome health. You just feel awesome. It's like boom, 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 boom. And what my clients will say to me, how did everything fall in place at once? I didn't do anything, right? Because this is an inside job. The process is I give you a very internalized, and then you get the outside result from that. So you don't even have to confront anyone, which is super fun, because I never found confronting very enticing. Yeah, I use the term that I heard from somebody else. I can't remember who now. Carefrontational, okay? So, but it starts with you. It starts with doing the inner work. We can't be going around telling other people what to do when truly and honestly we don't know how to make ourselves happy, okay? So hi Nikki, lovely to have you here. Give us a love heart, and let me know, give me a yes if you want to come to the Liberation Fast Cash to Freedom 2020 Masterclass. Come in soon this week, okay? What else? How to grow your business if you have a business and income, okay? Or how to start your business even if you haven't got a freaking clue, even if you're like it's a pipe dream, or you need to upskill, or you need to wait till a better time. All of that for now will tell you is untrue. Please come to the masterclass where I'll tell you more, okay, of how you can make that happen. But if you're already in business and you're not enjoying it, then what is the fucking point? Because it means we've just created another prison for ourselves. There's nothing wrong with you. And this is a worry about making that transition from the corporate to the business world. And a lot of you will know that you'll meet a lot of entrepreneurs that are stressed out. That's not the point, right? Most people, I don't know many that are leaving the corporate world to go into entrepreneurship to have a more stressful life, to create another job for himself, in fact create a double job and work 24 hours a day. That is fucking ridiculous, but that is what is happening. So if you haven't started a business yet, great, and you're thinking about it, or you feel like it, or you're excited about it, but you're absolutely petrified, this is for you. Okay, or if you've started it and you've created a prison for yourself and it just feels like hard work, come along so we can reverse that for you quickly. Okay, to create the business you love, to get the lifestyle you love and the income you love, they all come together. They're not separate pieces. It's not like, let me work hard and then I'll have a great life. You know, it's about bringing those things together. Okay, so I'm giving you some tips as we go here as well. So I hope you've got your pen and papers. Let me have any questions, any love hearts for anything that you like that you're hearing, and anything more that you want. Okay, but this is what we're going to be covering in the masterclass. Okay, what else? I'm looking at my notes here, by the way. If you want to earn enough money for your family, and give them enough of your time. So you're really wanting to do that for your family, and you're really wanting to enjoy spending time with them as well. If that's important to you, we're going to be talking about that as well. If you're having what I call and what others may call, you're feeling like you're having like a midlife career crisis, or just a midlife crisis, but more in your career, right? Because you're not actually midlife, if that makes sense. And how to recognize that is happening for you, I'll be sharing that, and how to get what you want instead. This is a great masterclass for you to be on. Okay, if you're feeling like there are too many changes going on, so much has changed, like you've moved countries, you've moved jobs, or you're in a new relationship, or you've had a child, or and your identity is just like, oh, what's happening, right? Who am I? What the fuck is happening? Or you feel like there's not enough changes, right? It's stagnant. You're feeling stuck. You're bored. If you're anything like me, I hate feeling bored. I actually have a tissue now, so I don't need to keep doing that. Sorry. And you're feeling out of control, right? Or you're feeling out of control. Or the outcomes of that midlife crisis, or too many changes, or not enough changes, and stagnant and boredom are just not good. It's making you behave in ways you would rather not. So then, you know, we're going to look at how to cope with that, why it's happening, and how to get control. Okay. So, if you're yearning to live a life of meaning, purpose, have a business, or monetize your story, or you're yearning to tell your story because you know that it's got impact, or you somehow have a feeling that you have a higher purpose, let me tell you now, you do. It is true. You are not crazy. You are here for a reason. All of us have a unique gift, you know, and after we remove your blocks in this process, the second step is revealing that true gift to you. And that is almost one of the favorite pieces of the work I do, because it will just blow your mind, and you have such clarity and confidence and excitement like you've never had before, because it's actually truly aligned to what's inside of you. And again, I read your energy to bring that out and take you through a very unique process to bring that out of you. It's not what you think it is. It never is, or it's an offshoot of that. Yet when you hear it, it's like, I knew it. Of course, you always know it because it's inside of you, okay? Yet you don't know it, and you can't follow it, and nor can you trust it, right? The main reason we do not change anything, and we just keep repeating that same old shit and saying stuck, or we don't think it's possible for us, is because we don't trust ourselves. We don't trust that it's possible. We don't trust that we have such a gift. Let me tell you, you do. So borrow my trust for now, okay? And I hope that helps. And if you're ready to monetize it as well, right, for the greater good and for that inner fulfillment, make money out of it, then this masterclass is for you. And like that's not enough, there is more, right? This is going to be a packed, juicy, yet spa-like experience masterclass, okay? Time for you. Start this year in a whole different way. This is sensuality, inner beauty type planning, okay? Not like, you know, let's sit there, what are your goals? And, you know, not that. So different to that, yet pieces of practical as well, right? Because we want to get real. It's about marrying these two bits together for a very liberated way of planning that feels good. Because if planning does not feel good, you're not going to go through with it. If what you're planning doesn't feel good to you, doesn't really like get you excited, you're just not going to achieve it because it's not truly aligned to you in a way that you want it to be aligned to you. You're coming at it from either somebody else's perspective, from what you believe is the way to do it, what is the right way, rather than your way. And it's your way that is the thing that's going to make you a millionaire, have the life you want, have the relationship you want, and anything is possible. Trust me. The only thing that is holding you back is what is within you, a piece of you, not all of you. Okay, and that is a piece we want to identify and lovingly remove. Okay, and use the juice that it's got to give us, because that shit and that fear and those wounds, as I call them, from our experiences actually have juice in there that we can turn into gold as well, which is really important. Yeah. And how to gain control of your life and your finances if you're constantly feeling out of control. How to feel in control, at ease, okay? Both of your life and your finances. There is art to this, okay? And a whole new way of doing it. And on that, you know, how money works, to understand how to manage it. Most of us don't, right? How to spend it. Most of us don't really know how to spend it happily. Like, we spend it and we beat ourselves up, right? We don't know how to spend it and enjoy it. We don't know how to love it. We kind of hate it, but we want it. That's not going to work. Top tip, that's not going to work. How to multiply it in your sleep. So these are all the lanes I take you through when you work with me as a client, okay? Step by step, because overwhelm is a bitch, okay? This is why we need the support, because if you get into overwhelm, everything you're capable of, all your potential does not come free for you, okay? And how to get a work-life balance. Everybody talks about that, right? I want a work-life balance. What that really even means and how it really works. And it's not what you think. It's not 20% of this, 20% working, 20% exercise, 20% time with my kids, 20% to myself in a day. No, that's not going to work, right? That just feels like hard work in itself, right? To achieve that. And so I'll show you the new way, which actually feels good and you feel in balance, okay? Sound good? So let me know if this is sounding good. I'm just going to grab some water here. Hi, Wendy. Happy New Year, darling. Happy 2020. How are you? So, Wendy, give me a yes if you'd like to come to the Liberation Fast Cash to Freedom 2020 Masterclass. Give me a yes, okay? That's what we're talking about today, what we're covering, yeah? What I'm covering on the class, that is. What else? What else? If you're having career struggles, yeah, if you're struggling in your career, or you want a career or business and you want change but you don't know how and it feels overwhelming and you don't even know where to start, this class is for you, okay? If you've been 18 years like I was in the corporate world, helping someone else to earn a lot of cash, which I did with multi-million-dollar companies, right? But I didn't really think I could ever do it for myself. And when I did it, immediately my first show went to 6 figures. And then again and again, my husband was showing me my figures just the other day, because he helps me manage that. And he said, you've had a 40% increase on your the year before. I was like, really? Because when you're enjoying what you're doing, you don't even realize, right? And you don't even realize your capability. So if you're feeling insignificant in that big corporate or that big crowd, I very much did. And you want to find out how to flip that over so you can earn that for yourself and feel significant in your own life and to anyone that you're having relationships with, understood by them, without a dip in income in your transition, because that's what we do here. That's what we strive to do here in Liberate Me. Then this class is going to be for you as well. Or if you want to do something more creative and have more time for yourself, because I have a lot of time for myself. Like, I was just like, when I was away at Christmas, like my brother-in-law had to leave early because his work told him he had to travel earlier and start back at work earlier. And I was just like, God, I'd be like, fuck that shit. Because I have that much freedom now, right? And even when I was doing it, I always felt like, I don't like this. It feels like I'm trapped. I even felt like time, 9 to 5 was a trap. And I don't like the concept of it because it was unnecessary. I could achieve more without these constrictions and rules and regulations. So if you're feeling like that and you want to free up time, you feel like this must be something more creative, or you have a feeling, then this is for you as well. This is where you learn how to actually make it happen rather than dreaming about it, okay? So the exercise, so if you've come on late onto this live, or you're coming onto the replay, give me a hashtag replay and take a look back at this to see if this class is for you. In short, we're going to be how to get everything you want in 2020, okay? The liberated wave, through a very special process that I take my clients through, okay? I've never released this stuff before, and I'm super excited to do it and give it to you. You're going to be getting a special workbook to go through as well, which is going to be like your little personal baby to take with you through the process, and then to keep with you to implement it throughout the next few weeks and days, and I will support you with that, okay? So it's going to be super exciting. So these are some questions that I put in this post, so you won't forget them, or you got them to come back to, that I would love for you to journal on. Journaling means taking notes, right? If you don't know, that I'm going to share with you shortly here. Because by going into this, you're going to pre-prep yourself. You're going to go into places to supercharge this experience for you, to really get into what it is that you really desire, okay? So really answer these questions so freaking honestly for yourself. Like you've never been more honest than ever. Like, write it down and ask yourself, is that really true? Do I really want that? Or is that somebody else's want? Or is that what I think I should be doing? Or is that what I think is realistic? And if it's any of those things, scrap it and ask again. Go a bit deeper. Because we want this to be what you really, really, really want. What seems unrealistic to you really at this stage is what your real desires are, what really excites you, okay? What you want to create this year, okay? So your innermost desires, the ones that you're even scared to admit, you think, God, you know, I would be judged for that. There's no judgment here, okay? I'm very open. Everybody in this group is. I guard it with love. So if anyone is, you know, not that way, they will be lovingly let go. But I've never had that circumstance, really. Maybe once, a while back, but never really had that circumstance, because, you know, there's no accidents when you land in a place with a group of people. You're meant to be there together, and we're meant to be going on a journey together. And if you didn't believe that, you wouldn't be here, even if that's new to you, but it speaks to you. That's why you're here. Because there's different parts of you. There's your logic, your beliefs, your stories, your wounds that constantly cause that inner conflict. And then there's your soul and your heart, which is the true you that has all the answers and all the hows, right? But we never go to that part of ourselves with the answers and the hows. We go to our heads, which keep us stuck in that ever decreasing, you know, that's not ever decreasing. So that vicious circles. So here are your questions. Get out your pen and papers and write these down, or come back to the recording, or they're also in the post. But we need to take some time to be with these, and I'm going to invite you to share them in create a new post on the group and share your answers there. Be empowered, fucking own it. And I will promise you there are 10 other women on this group that are feeling the same, and you've helped them just by doing that, okay? If you really, really, really feel like you can't do that, then PM me, okay, with what came out for you, because it's really going to help me shape this masterclass for you, especially if you're dedicated to be there. So that's who this is for. That is who we are covering, how to claim your place. So this is not going to take place on the group. This is going to take place on Zoom, a private software if you like. But you will need the details to join. So make sure you let me know if you want to be there with a yes in the comments, or PM me. And I'll make sure you get that link. And I'll also make sure you get the replay link. If for any reason you can't be there, I cannot tell you the energetic power of being there live and what it can bring through for you. Okay? So if you can be there live, put yourself first. Let that happen, okay? So it's going to be in a private space off this group, okay? For really dedicated souls that are actually ready to take some steps towards what they really desire, okay? Because there are many of us that say we want it, but are not taking the steps, okay? So here are the questions to journal on. Number one, what do you want to create? What do you want to create in the next 12 months? What do you want your life to look like? Now, when you're doing this question, think about every area of your life, your relationships, your health, your work, your cash, your business, or the business to be. What is it that you really want? Your family relationships, your friendships, where you live, your environment. Really go deep, because they're all connected, by the way. They're all connected. They are all connected. I can't say that enough. Okay? What is it you most want to create? Okay? And go wild. Question number 2. What would it feel like? Go back and look what you wrote in all those areas. What would it feel like to create that? And as you're doing that, really feel the feelings of what it would feel like to create that. Okay? And I'm not joking. By doing this process in itself, you are starting to magnetize it. Okay? This is called the Masters of Magnetism, this group. Why did I call it that? It's a bit weird. It's a bit odd. It's about magnetizing. This isn't all about going out there and being strategic and making stuff happen. A lot of stuff happens just from feeling the feeling. Just from daydreaming about it. Not on its own. That's one piece. So this alone will start attracting it towards you. You're speaking to a higher place, a higher being. You're speaking to your higher self, the higher person inside of you, that soul, that connects to what we call the universal power, universe, God, whatever you believe in, something bigger than us, okay? That starts to create it, because it's starting to say, I'm fucking serious about this. Not only am I telling you what I desire and what I want to create, but I'm telling you how it will make me feel, and I'm allowing myself to enjoy that feeling for a moment before I even have it. And that is trust and surrender. Okay, so you're becoming quite intentional and feeling that. So really enjoy this process. Not just do it quickly and throw it on a piece of paper. Go there and start to notice what happens as you do that, and the days that proceed from that. Take note of that, Okay, so that's question number 1. What do you want to create in the next 12 months? What would that look like? So start visualizing what that would look like. What would that actually look like if I had a relationship like that? If I was to have a business that made that kind of money, what would that look like, And then what would that feel like? So question number 2, what would that feel like? And actually allow yourself to feel the feelings, okay, as you do that. Number 3, what new beliefs and concepts of yourself would you need to have? What would you require to have? What would you require to believe about yourself to get all of this? Now, these are beliefs you may not already have. One could be that I'm worthy of it. One could be that I have a gift. One could be that I deserve it. Whatever it is for you, what new beliefs and concepts of yourself would you need to have for that to be a reality for you? Because let me tell you, this is a huge question. It is your beliefs and the idea of what you believe about yourself that is stopping you from having that. So what is it that you need to believe? Because with that question is we get clear on the work that needs to be done and the stuff that needs to be removed, processed, and turned into something else for you to have it. And those things are not too hard to move away, okay? So we're going to start doing some of that in the masterclass as well, which I'm super excited about. So that's question number 3. Question number 4, what is the most scariest part of this for you? What is the most scariest part of this for you? For each of those things that you want to create, what is the most scariest part? What is the worst that could happen? What scares you the most? Really allow yourself to go there. Sometimes it's not what it is on the surface. It's like, is it that what I'm really scared of? What is that I'm really scared of? Like, okay, so if that thing should happen, the first thing that comes out, then what's the worst thing about that? And what's the worst thing about that? Really get to what you're really scared of, because it's that fear that is holding you back. It is that fear that needs the work. And let me tell you, fear is, the acronym of it is false evidence appearing real, right? And it appears very real because it feels very real, but it's not. Most of it is not. Yeah, we're kind of still in this caveman, cavewoman thinking that a saber-toothed tiger is going to come and jump out of us at any time. We're going to miss something. Something's going to go wrong. We're going to lose everything, and we're just going to die. Okay? So really fit into that question for yourself. So that's question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Question number 6 is, what is it I need? What support do I need in creating utter success on this? What support is it I need? Okay, so it might be from family, it might be investing in a coach like myself, but what is it that you need? But go deeper, like I need support on believing in myself in this. You know, what is it that you really need? Okay, how you're going to get that, don't worry too much about that. Just what is it that I need? So those are your 1, 2, 3, 4, let me count here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions to answer. Okay, so those questions are in the post, so I won't repeat them again because we've been on the live long enough. But we have covered in day 14 of the Fast Cash to Freedom Challenge. And I'm going to continue with the challenge as well. So you're going to keep getting those lives as well with these little tidbits that I'm bringing to you every day to really beef this up. We've covered what we're going to cover, who this is for, and how to claim your place. And remember, it's not going to take place in the group, so you need to let me know if you want to be there. Okay, then I can make sure you've got the details and the private link to join. And I've covered here some pre-prep to supercharge this for you with those 5 questions. So enjoy those, create a new post and share those with me in the meantime. As for when the masterclass is going to take place, because I really want to honor those of you that are dedicated souls and action takers, because that's the kind of person I am, I will show up, and that's how I get big results in my life. I do what scares me. Then I'm going to reach out to you to ask you what time zone you are in, or you can put that in the chat as well. Because I'd like to pick a time where most of you can make it live. So I'd like to honor you in that way. Okay. So this has been Anita Gosal. If you don't know who I am your Liberation Money Coach. And we have the Liberation Fast Cash to Freedom 2020 Planning Masterclass coming up later this week. It will be later this week. I'm just picking a time. Probably on Thursday. And it will all be confirmed as I get your yeses. Massive, massive, massive love to you all. You know, let's make 2021 that really a year to own yourself in a way that you haven't before, and have things really quantum leap. And this decade, because we're in a new decade, I mean, it's just incredible. And there's great momentum energy we can use at this time of year that we don't get to access again. So this is a really great time to be with this piece as well. So I'm super, super excited to bring it to you. I love you so, so much, each and every one of you. I cannot wait to see your individual posts come up on these questions, and your reach outs to me with those questions, so I can hear about it and we can start manifesting this for you. That means to have it happen without you doing anything. I love you so, so much, and I will see you again for day 15 of the Fast Cash to Freedom Challenge. Most likely tomorrow. I'm trying to come live every day, right? Depending on circumstances, but I feel like I'm getting into my momentum as well for 2020. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for being here. You mean the fucking world to me. Let me have your questions. Let me have anything you're needing. Give me your yes in the comments if you would like to come along to the masterclass, and I can't wait to be with you for all of you that want to be there. Okay, speak to you soon. Bye. Lots of love. I should just want to say a quick shout out to Mana. I hope I don't drop the phone here. Mana, thank you for being here, darling. Dion, Queen, Robin, Nikki, and Wendy. So thanks for being here live, and for all of you that are watching this on the replay, let me know, and thank you for being here too. I love you all so much. Mwah. Speak to you soon. Bye.